Okay, look, I know, I gotta stop. I got to stop. I gotta stop, man. We gotta change it up. We got to change the content around. I've got to expand, okay? I'm not gonna cap. Me, Canyon, Cut, and Jubilee have been the things I have reacted to over the past, pretty much for like the past year. But their content is amazing. It's hilarious. But I gotta get more creative with it. So I'm sorry, I know it's another Cut video. You caught me. So basically, these people are gonna be asking their ex to take them back in the dark. I don't know who thinks of these videos, but hey, views, right? Alright, let's watch bro take the L. Come on.
What would it take for us to get back together?
The first step would
Yeah, what would it
obviously be
take, Sherry?
sobriety. When's the last time you smoked?
Sobriety.
Yeah, like a week. I don't know.
That didn't sound confident at
I
all.
don't know the date. I didn't write the date down in my calendar.
They set these people up. They set these people up, and it's so fucking hilarious.
What are you doing here?
I am Sam, and I'm going to be talking to my ex-girlfriend.
What do you want to say?
I'm hoping to get
Shit.
some closure. I think just the way that things ended with us, it's just been hard for me to move on.
Yeah, I think
Jesus,
that there
bro.
were resolutions and sort of developments that have happened since we ended things.
Alright, fuck those development. I just want to get to the part where they start asking if they're gonna take them back or not.
You feel closure.
I feel like we didn't really get into the nitty-gritty of like why we broke up. It just kind of ended and we transitioned into being friends.
Why in the
Stay
dark?
friends.
I'm more of a confrontational person, but I find that other people aren't. So I think that it's more comfortable for other people either to do things over the phone or not face to face, although I guess this will be, but we won't see each other.
Well, you ready
Yes?
to do
I don't know
this?
how that helps any
Yeah,
better.
I'm ready.
Okay. Lights off.
Damn, is that dark? Damn, is that dark? Holy fuck. They weren't lying, bro. Holy shit. I did not know it's that dark. Where did he shove these people in, man?
What's your face?
I'm like still
Should I try to
closing
get
my eyes.
closer? Or- oh, I feel like we're too close.
Well, shit.
Hi.
Hey. Do you want to explain why we're here today?
Well, I think
Explain
you
it,
know
bro.
that I'm very sorry for the way things ended with
Fuck did
us.
this guy
I
do?
feel like every time you say you're sorry, it just kind of like feels like a slap in the face because I
Oh,
gave you
shit.
so many chances to fix things, and to just turn around and say, oh, I'm sorry, with no action to back it up was just heartbreaking.
Damn. This dude just got fucking punched. Emotionally, obviously. Yeah, man, I don't know how some of these people do it, man. You put everything out, not just, you know, for the people that are in front of you, but you also put it out to the world because now it's on the internet. Now it's on the video, bro. If this shit goes well for this guy, I hope they, you know, console each other. I hope they come to a conclusion and everything's good. But if this shit ends bad, bro, like millions of people are just watching it unfold online.
I'm sorry for lying to her.
About what?
Smoking.
Weed, alcohol, and some other stuff.
Yeah.
I would say yeah, especially if it's a problem. You know what I mean? If it's just like this guy does it casually, but it's just in her belief system to, you know, just not smoke or drink, right? Let's just say it's part of, I don't know, her religion or just her belief system in general. You know what I mean? Like, this guy doesn't have to stop doing those things just because, you know, it's in her moral compass not to do it. Now, obviously, when they were in a relationship, they're supposed to work with each other. You know what I mean? They're supposed to, I guess, adhere to each other. You know what I mean? Like, let's say I don't smoke at all, but my partner does. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I'd really want my partner smoking. You know what I mean? But obviously, everybody's their own individual. It's all about how you feel about it. It's all about, you know, to what level you take it, you know. And obviously, these relationships we're going to see goes a lot more deeper than what it actually is. So we're probably just going to end up seeing surface level shit.
I wanted to talk to you because I wanted to tell you that I'm sorry. I think that I would start out with that. I think there's a lot that I have to apologize for.
I
Yeah.
honestly stopped feeling
What'd you do?
special, you know.
Take her money.
A lot of the things stopped that were there in the early stages of our relationship that, like, you know, won me over. Part of me feels like you kind of chose work over me, but I also know that, like, I didn't have a job at the time, so
The fuck?
that was a lot of responsibility for you.
Yeah,
You
what the fuck?
traumatized me a lot.
So I guess she might be apologizing to that guy for, like, I think she took him for granted. Now, if you're a guy and you work a lot, right? let's say your partner complains about it, you know what I mean? There's different ways you can take this. You know what I mean? When you're working towards your future and you're working a lot and you're trying to provide for both, not only yourself but for your partner too, so you can have a future with them. You know what I mean? It's almost like a kick to the gut. It's almost like a punch to your work ethic, your ego, you know, to who you are as a person. I feel like it's a kick because doing all of that, not to ignore them or to be away from them. You want to be with them, but the only reason you're might be working so much is, you know, to make that money, man. Money makes the world go round. So if your partner complains about you working a lot, I mean, maybe it's your fault. Maybe you're taking too many hours. Maybe cut back. But if you're working so much with a purpose, you know what I mean? Especially if your partner doesn't work themselves, like, you know what I mean?
When it comes to relationships, I've spent the last 2 years overcoming that and healing from that, and I think this is kind of the final thing to really heal from that trauma. Unfortunately, when I look back on our memories, majority of them are bad.
Yeah.
And one of those memories
Jesus.
was you wanted to go meet up with one of your friends who was in town, and you'd been drinking a little too much, and when we got there, you just took tequila shots from him and everything. While I was sitting on the couch, I look over and you're kissing him in the kitchen.
I got so drunk that night that I fell asleep naked in my own house alone and peed in my closet.
Say something that you peed in your closet.
Yeah, that was not.
You know, props to you, I guess, for being so open about this. I don't know how you go on the internet and, you know what I mean? I guess it just adds more substance and more of a reality to this video. You know, that there's people out there with problems, dog. And this is just one of those cases. Like, damn, you got smack dab drunk. You have your girlfriend here and you're cheating on your girlfriend, kissing some dude. You know what I mean? You had so much to drink, you fell asleep naked, you peed in your closet. That's hilarious. That peed in the closet shit is wild. That is funny as fuck. But damn, that's wild. Damn.
Not my best night. It's weird to me to think about little moments that you remember that I don't, because they were insignificant to me, but they weren't to you.
I mean, the roughest part of our relationship
That's how it is.
was probably the
remember
beginning.
the small things.
You getting over your addiction.
Okay, so it was an addiction for this guy. Understandable, you know. When you're drinking and you're smoking and doing all these drugs, you know what I mean? If it's an addiction, that's a huge problem. Because I know there's people that do, you know, maybe smoke here and there, maybe have a drink here and there after work, or maybe when they're out and partying, you know what I mean? They do it here and there, you know what I mean? It's not of habit, nor is it an addiction. But there are people with problems. There are people that do have addictions to these things. That's where it becomes a problem in a relationship. So now I understand where this girl's coming from. Yeah, bro, you screwed, man.
But it just
Fucked up, bro.
ended up being a recurring issue.
I feel like part of me took you for granted a lot, but I also felt taken for granted myself.
And that was the last thing I wanted to do, was make you feel like you're being taken for granted. It was so surreal starting to date you, like, during the pandemic.
Yeah, we had so much time together.
And then coming back to reality from that is like, it took like 1,000 steps back.
You made your decisions. Did you consider what was at stake? Because I had told you every time, right? I'd always threatened the relationship if you had relapsed or went behind my back.
I feel like I kind of didn't let myself think about the consequences. I just kind of...
You chose not to, or?
Probably.
Shit.
I think one of the biggest dynamics that
Addictions,
we had
man.
was that you would
It's rough.
have very high expectations for me,
Illness.
so I would try to reach whatever standard you set for me, and the moment I got there, you would act like I didn't reach it at all. I remember that conversation kind of, that I told you that you never told me you were proud of me or anything like that, and you're like, why would I be proud of you? You haven't done anything to make me proud of you.
God damn. She just sounds like a whole ass bitch. This girl on the left, she just... Oh God. I don't know how much longer I can keep watching this couple specifically, because they clearly had a really, really, like, I guess, I don't know how physical it was, but definitely mentally abusive.
Emiliano, is there anything you think I could give you in terms of closure? Any questions you have unanswered?
Oh no.
Yeah, would you want to get back together at some point?
I feel bad for this guy, bro. Don't do it to yourself, man. She took you for granted, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you worked hard, bro. You were making your money, and you know she ain't think that was enough, bro. You know what I mean? Don't do it, bro. Don't. He already did it. He already asked.
Well, first of all, I would have to not be seeing somebody right now in a hypothetical sense, hypothetically. Honestly, if we had more time for each other, that's one of the biggest things for me is like quality time. Like
Yeah,
right
clearly.
place, right time type of thing.
What would it take for us to get back together?
The first step would obviously be sobriety. When's the last time you smoked?
Yeah, like a week. I don't know.
That doesn't sound confident at
I don't
all.
know the date. I didn't write the date down in my calendar.
And I don't think that we can even be friends because you'd only be getting half of what you wanted. And I feel like us communicating kind of makes it harder for you to like get over that idea of like hoping and like regret and all those things.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah, she's right. She is right. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's best for people not even to be friends with their exes for the most part, because one or the other person is not going to be getting all of what they want. They're only getting half-assed, pretty much. Yeah, they keep you as a friend, but they don't get to have all of you. You know what I mean? They don't get to be, in a relationship with you. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's just best, bro, just don't be friends with that ex, all right?
that after we called things off for the final time, I think that it was a really weird situation for me because I didn't really mourn our breakup for like a year. I don't know if it was just, how I used to be really busy and doing things all the time, just sort of like distracted. And so I think that was, at first it wasn't
Yeah, then you got
anything
hit
to
like a
me, and then
truck,
it kind
by
of
a
hit me like a
truck.
wall.
I thought I
Oh.
was fully healed
Fuck.
from that, but intuition is weird. And I was thinking about, before I got the text for this, I was thinking about the fact that I want to heal from this fully.
Yeah.
And so it felt like the perfect timing to really just let it go.
Do you think closure's possible at
Nice.
this point?
I think so, with time. Hoping that this conversation helps with that.
I don't know if I'll fully ever get over you going behind my back, but again, like you said, time heals, and I'm ready for the healing.
Just overall,
Cool, I
am
guess.
so sorry. I
That guy, if he has an actual audition, what he probably wants to do first is make sure you get that problemo solved. I heard from people who are lifelong addicts that it's a lifelong condition, that you have to fight. All I can say, bro, is get better, bro. Obviously, you wouldn't want addiction getting in the way of future relationships that you might have. So
Lights on.
now the lights are on. Damn,
can I hug you?
Sure.
How was that?
don't
It
hug
was
that
cool.
demon.
was cool.
I felt
Like-
like I could say a little bit more of what I haven't said to him before.
I liked it a lot. It was
It's less stressful. You couldn't see the faces I was making either, so when you were talking, so
same.
same.
I mean, some faces were made. You did the same thing. What you looking at me like
You're
that
right,
for?
you're right. I can't judge.
I feel like this has brought us closer. Like,
No, honestly, I do.
I feel like we help each other get out of our comfort zones,
That's true.
whether we're dating or we're not.
Very true.
Is there a future friendship here? Is there a future unblocking from
Nah.
social media?
I don't know about friendship. I think just acquaintances, probably, at least for now.
Don't
Knowing that you
believe it.
understand your role in our relationship helps me be able to move on and not hold any hatred for her.
Damn. She held hatred for. Yeah. Don't associate with this human being ever again. Feels nice seeing people not necessarily asking their ass to take him back into a relationship. Actually, that's a good point that this comment makes. I don't think any of them necessarily asked, except that one dude, I think. But I think for the most part, they were all just trying to shift through some of their problems, and I guess get somewhat to the bottom of it. It's, they're on video and shit. I think they might be still holding back some shit compared to had it just been them in the middle of nowhere with no cameras, no nothing, just them two. You know what I mean? A lot more shit probably could have been said and solved, but I'm not here to see people heal and make up. I'm here to see how messy this gets. Oh shit, you want to see the world end, don't you, buddy? So just to be clear, the one girl that's dating a new guy and still friends with her ex, she would consider getting back if she breaks up with her current partner. Sounds like a current or a huge red flag. Yeah, that girl with what was the dude? Emilio, whatever the fuck his name is. He had some tats. He had a full-on beard. Bro, don't even consider her, bro. She took you for granted, and she's dating somebody new, I guess. So what the fuck? She's fucking a toxic, bro. Like, in a weird way. She looks innocent, but definitely toxic. Don't waste your time. Anyways, hope you guys did enjoy the video. Yeah, man. Some people just they asked to be embarrassed online sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's just like, you know, like what was the point? You know what I mean? I guess you're getting closure, but man, this shit is funny as fuck, especially with that bitch that she drank a bunch and just fucking tapped out, you know what I mean, and cheated in front of her fucking girlfriend, which is just wild. What the fuck is wrong with some people? Crazy. That's crazy. Drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.